It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, brought to you by M&M Cartage. And now, here's Johnny and Tony.
And Scooter. I made it to Tuesday.
Woo! Tuesday.
This is an interesting time of year because I know I say there's nothing going on a lot. There's nothing going on.
I disagree.
When you hit the All-Star, well, thank God for the World Cup,
right?
Number one. When you hit the All-Star break, you got 4 days of no real baseball games. Summer League, who cares? British Open, okay, coming up, but that doesn't start till Thursday. So we've got like 3 days where we had the Home Run Derby last night. We do have soccer the next 2 days. We got the All-Star game tonight. Nobody cares who's going to win the All-Star game. By the way, is Shohei playing?
No.
I did not know that.
What happened here?
He opted to get a small knee procedure during this time.
There are no such thing as small knee
So he
procedure.
can be good to go for the second. By all accounts, it seems like he's going to be good to go for the second.
I was watching TV this morning, and you know how the scroll at the bottom, and I saw the lineups, and I go, wait a minute. Something's missing. Shohei Ohtani's missing here.
Feels weird.
It does feel weird. But Schwarber now doesn't have to play first base or right field. He's a DH. So the leading home run hitter in the league is the DH.
He's in good form.
It is. He was last night.
Could have been a Red, Scoot.
Should have been
a Cincinnati
That's
Red.
all I thought about all night.
I knew it. I knew it. I was going to bring it up first thing in the
They
morning.
would only be 4 games under 500 if he was.
That's better.
It is Tuesday, July 14th. Welcome to the program. Thanks for watching on the YouTube or listening at home, in your car, at work, or on the podcast. We appreciate it. As always, M&M Cartage Hotline's open if you'd like to join on this non-Emmy nominated program. 502-384-1450. See how I did that, Scooter? So you put the Emmy in the back of people's minds, although I said non-Emmy nominated. That's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
502-384-1450 to join in on the talk here. Or you can text the show, as always, on the Gameday Men's Health text line, 502-414-1450. Gameday Men's Health, redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com, defining a new era in men's health. And hit me up on the text line, 414-1450. All right, the Home Run Derby was fabulous.
Awesome. Yeah.
It was great.
They finally hit it, didn't they?
The actual Home Run Derby was great. Now, you had it on Netflix. I had one person text me last night, and it was not Tony Burke, and it was not Scooter Dingus, and said, where the hell is this Home Run Derby? I've tried ESPN, Fox, FS1, MLB Network. What the? And I just simply sent back Netflix.
Was it the one that was griping on Twitter last night?
I saw that guy griping.
No, I don't think so.
So I'm going to pay $8.99, right, Scoot?
All right, Netflix is kind of new to this, all right? But I get it. Nobody really knew it was on Netflix, and they didn't promote it very well. I got to say that. They did not, pay for an advertisement during MLB Sunday Night Baseball or anything last month saying, hey, Netflix, your new home for the Home Run Derby, T-Mobile Home Run Derby. They didn't do any of that. So that's on them. The production value was great. I thought the camera angles were good. I love the new format.
Yeah.
The new format where these guys aren't hurrying up because of a clock.
And no timeouts.
Well,
you didn't have
no
timeouts
official
in the middle of
no official timeouts. No hydration breaks, right? But as far as you get 20 swings. As Wilson Contreras did in the last round he was in. You can take 5 pitches in a row if you want to. By the way,
that's your rest.
His pitcher almost beamed him on one of them.
That was
great.
That was hilarious.
The crowd pop when they started cheering.
Fans.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I'll get to the crowd. But the format itself, 20 swings in the first round, however many home runs you hit. If your last swing is a home run, then you keep swinging until you don't hit a home run. Great. Semifinals, 15. Not 20. Now you get 15.
I liked it.
Finals, you get 15 as well. We never got to a tie break where you have 3 swings.
Well, the first round was longest home
run. But then after that, we never really had a tie break.
Almost had it in the finals, though.
We did. Boy,
Man.
The crowd, Tony.
Unbelievable.
They were great.
They're Philadelphia. You know they're going to boo everybody.
They're knowledgeable. Their 2 guys out of 8, Harper and Schwarber, are gods to them, and the other 6 guys can go straight to hell.
Yep.
And we don't care who you are. We're booing you.
Got to remember, they booed Santa Claus.
They did. They threw
batteries at Pete Rose.
The Eagles game, they threw batteries at Santa Claus.
They did. They at Pete Rose, too.
Well, that's okay. So the crowd was unbelievable. They were smart. In the finals, they're cheering for their guy, and they're doing everything they can to distract Jordan Walker, barring throwing, batteries. But Jordan Walker hits home runs on his last 6 swings.
That's unbelievable.
It was dramatic. He wins 12-11 over Schwarber. He gets $1 million for this. Did you know that?
No.
Really?
Do you know how much he makes in a season right now?
2.6.
$760,000.
That's
On
it?
the minimum still.
Dude, he's not up to his next contract yet.
He
He made a lot of money last night
and he's an
in
all-star,
his next
too.
contract, and he's an all-star.
Well, no wonder Papa was so proud of him.
Papa's having big time. Wasn't he?
Mom and Dad and whoever the other lady was were great. They were great. They kept showing them, and they never disappointed.
They high-fived. They jumped up there.
And you got Philly fans behind them, hugging them.
Yeah.
There was nothing. There was a lot of pureness to this thing, a lot of baseball purity to this thing. It was great.
What about the first round?
I am going to talk about the negative part.
What about the first round by Contreras?
I told you this. Yesterday I talked about I wasn't going to bet anything, and I wasn't going to bet on the home run derby. If I had bet, I was going to bet Caminero, who was great in the first round.
Yeah, he was too.
But Contreras set the stage.
Oh.
And they were bombs.
They were almost 500-foot ones.
Now, here's one thing that bothered me. Matt Vasgersian, I thought, did a great job.
He did.
He was great. David Ross was good.
He always does.
They were all pretty good while the thing was going on. You can't scream and yell on every home run that gets into the second deck.
Yeah. Rossi got into that too much.
I think Caglione hit one in the upper tank, scream and yell. A couple guys hit dead center field over the batter's eye bushes. One guy hit one, was going out of the stadium, and a guy caught it, which was fantastic.
Who hit it out of the stadium towards in right
Harper.
center? Was it Harper?
And he only hit 8. But you can't go nuts about every single home run.
Right.
And they did. And I know it's a show, and I know Netflix is new to this. I'm sure this is probably the first time Vasgersian and Ross and a lot of these guys called a home run derby. Chris Berman's not there anymore.
Would you rather hear that or the back?
No,
Because I'd rather
you know
hear
what?
that.
I don't mind the back
Not
a few
every
times.
time.
But
You
he
know?
did it every time.
If it's barely going to go over the wall, give me back. Oh,
Well, here's the thing, too, John.
You know what I mean?
John, if you're there calling it,
yeah.
and they come off the bat like they do, sometimes
know.
you even think it's farther because it's hit with so much velocity.
And you don't have a lot else to talk about.
Yeah.
Right? There's only so many ways you can describe a home run.
Some of the home runs, not the ones that went 480, were hit harder.
Missiles.
I mean,
Right?
if you don't have a glove on out there, you better get out of the way.
Yeah, I agree 100%. A couple of the Walker hit and a couple of the Caminero hit
Yeah.
were
Just
lined right,
missiles.
and they felt like they were still going up
Yeah.
when they went over the fence.
Was I the only one that was more impressed with the fielding from the people in the crowd? There were some incredible catches.
And
There was in the crowd.
I like the big blue gloves they gave out to people.
Yeah.
Those things are cool. But also the Boys and Girls Club kids that were on the field,
Yeah.
when they made a catch, the crowd went nuts.
And when they missed it,
And I thought that was great.
they
They
booed.
They booed everybody. You got to understand that if you go to Philadelphia.
Hey,
Let's see.
what about the guy in the Mets shirt that caught that one? He about had a heart attack. He was so excited. He reached out and caught that and just jumped up, ran around.
Yeah, and the guy that caught Schwarber's that reached over the
Oh, yeah.
second level and caught it and brought
Yeah,
it down.
that's
That's-
sweet.
Great catch.
That's dangerous because you're trying to catch a ball and you might
You need a
lose your
friend. You
balance.
need a friend hold on to your
Yes,
hold on
you
to
could
you from behind.
fall.
Yeah. All right. Here's what I didn't like.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right.
You don't even have to say it, Chad. I'm with you.
I didn't need Will Ferrell. I love Will Ferrell. But I didn't need Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson, and Jimmy Tatro, the stars of the new Netflix show The Hawk, which premieres Thursday.
Yes.
That's a free. That's free for you. I'm giving that out free. It's gonna. I'm looking forward. Have you seen this? Where Ferrell plays a golfer.
I saw just a brief.
He plays his goofy self as a golfer. It's sort of a Happy Gilmore series, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You know, it's comedy.
I thought it was a movie, so I was really pumped.
No,
last
it's
night
a series.
to
I
see
thought
that
it was a movie
series.
too.
And, okay, I understand you're on Netflix. Netflix wants to promote their shows. I get it. But they were terrible. They were awful. And you couldn't hear what they were saying.
I stopped listening to them.
You couldn't hear what they were saying because they had to keep going back to Michael Buffer. Horrible.
I'm the third vote on that one.
This is not 1998.
Yeah, get Bruce up in there.
Well, it does. I don't care. Don't get either one of them.
No, Bruce is way better than Mike.
I don't care.
He would have made it exciting.
You know what? Get a Philadelphia sports legend up there to introduce them. Get Dr. J. You know what I'm saying?
All that theatrics.
Have Jalen Hurts come out there and introduce them.
The theatrics is just a waste of time.
They didn't get started, and this is my pet peeve of all this stuff. Hey, we're on at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock the starts. No, it didn't. It started at 8:18. So you're wasting another 20 minutes of my day. Now I'm retired. I don't really care. But still, it's irritating. That's why I've loved this World Cup. It comes on at 3. Guess what? They kick that sucker at 3 o'clock. We're off.
But here's another part of that, John. I want your opinion.
Okay.
And Scooters. I didn't think that Bonds and Pujols and Rizzo were that bad, but Elle was terrible. Girl.
Elle Duncan?
Yeah, she was terrible. She kept yelling and she kept trying to pump them up and stuff. Rizzo, I thought, was great.
I think Rizzo's good at that. I think Rossi's usually pretty good at that.
I thought all three of them.
Barry Bonds.
I can do without Barry.
I can do
because you don't like Barry
Here's the
Bonds.
problem with Barry. He brings baggage.
That's exactly why people
it's like
don't want to hear
A-Rod.
Barry.
It's like A-Rod.
Yes.
He brings baggage. Get rid of the baggage. Is he good at his analysis? That's all I want to know. And Barry Bonds actually talking about wrist, using the wrist too much. Oh, look how he's holding. To me, I was like, that is baseball learning. I'm learning something because he talked about Jordan Walker's wrist. Look how relaxed his wrists are, and look how tight this other guy's wrist. And there's your difference.
It's like swinging a golf club.
And I thought he was very insightful. Yes, he cheated. Yes, he hated the media, and he was nasty to the media when he played, and he was a jerk. But you know what? He knows the game of baseball, and he really hit on something there that was new. It was different. It was new, and I liked it.
Yeah, and I can hear Scooter right now going, look at the size of his head. I don't want to listen to this guy.
He's actually he's like almost down to his Pirates.
Yes. That's what happens when you stop using those things.
My main thought after it was over.
Was I right, Scooter?
You were right. But he's sitting there interviewing Jordan Walker, right? And I'm thinking,
no, I didn't watch anything after
I turned it off.
I was like, does Jordan Walker even respect this dude?
Does Jordan Walker even know? I mean, that was
he knows.
That's a long time ago.
He knows.
Jordan Walker was an infant back when Barry Bonds was playing.
I was just curious what other players think about Barry Bonds now. Like, do they respect the fact that he hit 762, or they just think he's a big cheater?
If they're a person that does research of the game, yes. But if they don't, if they're just a young guy that plays baseball because that's what he's always done, and they don't know anything about the past, then no.
Well, the problem with Barry Bonds is he was a great player before all that.
He was going to be a Hall of Famer before he ever took a steroid.
Yeah, and he might not have hit the home run record, but he was going to be up there somewhere just on longevity and talent. And I swear, when he came on, I thought.
But he was a turd.
Yeah, I thought, why do they got Barry Bonds on here?
He was a turd when he played, but people change.
Yeah.
I think he's probably, although he will never say it out loud, realized I did things the wrong way.
Yep.
And now he's getting a second chance, and I do think he brought something to the broadcast.
First Cardinal ever. No Mark McGwire.
That blows my mind.
Hated seeing that.
I couldn't believe that Mark McGwire never won it.
Albert Pujols.
Pujols never won it. By the way, Albert.
He's not a machine. He's just Albert.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Don't go there, John.
No, I got to go here. I got to go here because Major League Baseball does a great job of having international broadcasts.
Yes.
They have, even in radio, like Fernando, before he died, Fernando Valenzuela did Dodger games on the radio on the Spanish-speaking radio. Netflix got a lot of money here. Why don't you get Ozzie Guillen, Albert Pujols, Sammy Sosa if you want to go down that road? Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't go over to the bag.
Get 3 or 4 Hispanic players. What did he say? I didn't even hear it, and Scooter just fell down, by the way. Are you okay, Scoot?
Woo!
What did he say?
I'll let him repeat it.
I said they can't go over to the bag and get a white guy.
Wow.
You've seen the documentary.
I have. Why not get 3 or 4 Latino players, former Latino players or managers, and have a Spanish language broadcast?
They might have had one.
They might have. And if you're going to, put Albert Pujols on that. I'm just saying.
I have been able to read your.
I go to church
on this.
I go to church on Sunday. I just started going back to church on Sunday. I went a couple years without going. I just started going back. Our priest is from India.
I had one from India too, John.
My wife loves him.
He's a great guy.
Great guy. I've met him, talked to him. Great guy. During a sermon, during Mass, I have no idea what he's saying. I try.
It's hard.
It is hard to listen to. So, Albert, I don't want you on the American broadcast. Go be on the Spanish language.
Does he have that thick of an accent?
I didn't think it was that bad.
Well, maybe it's a me problem. Maybe it is. Maybe it's the same thing in church. Maybe it's me.
You did just go to the ear doctor.
You can hear better now.
My ear doctor told me I did not need hearing aids.
Maybe he was wrong.
Suck it, Scooter.
I think he just hears better and he can't differentiate.
All-Star game tonight, 8 o'clock is when it comes on Fox. They'll probably throw the first pitch about 11:30. The lineups, we'll go over that. Harper against FanDuel. I want to talk about that a little bit. And will there be a strike next season? Didn't we learn anything? Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big A. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. John, Tony, Scooter. We talked about this at the break. For a day to have nothing to talk about, that was a great segment.
Yeah.
If you're listening on the podcast, or if you want to go back and listen to it, you're just tuning in, go to the podcast later, because that was great.
With nothing happening yesterday, and just a home run hitting contest yesterday.
Well, a few things happened. M&M Cartage Hotline's open, 384-1450, to join in on this riveting conversation. 384-1450, or you can hit us up on the Gameday Men's Health text line, 414-1450. Bryce Harper, the deal. Did you see this deal with FanDuel, Scooter?
I did.
Now,
not good.
Cameo is the thing where people pay celebrities, athletes to send messages to people. Video record messages. Hey, Bryce Harper here, Tony.
Happy birthday,
happy birthday, man. And they give him a few things. Hey, love the way you played golf this weekend down at Rosewood.
In this case, hope you have a great Thanksgiving from your VIP person at FanDuel.
The VIP person at FanDuel, Brittany, set up this Cameo for a guy that turned out to be an addicted gambler. Okay? So Bryce Harper goes on and says, hey, Rich or Robert or whatever his name is, Terry, happy birthday. You know, Brittany set this up, and she wants to make sure you got all you need there, whatever he said. Well, this guy, apparently $2 million in debt, is now suing FanDuel and whoever else because they've roped him into making all these bets, and part of it is one of his favorite players, Bryce Harper, getting on and telling him, hey, she's got a deal for you over at FanDuel, and blah, blah. And Bryce is like, look, I didn't know they were going to use it for that.
Nothing to do with
Didn't know he was an addicted gambler. I had no idea. This is a Cameo. We get money. You know how it works, Scoots. They say, hey, Bryce,
just being a good guy.
Here's $1,000 for each one of these, and you just have a 30-second message to this person. I feel bad for everybody here except Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany should have known better.
Brittany's a turd.
I don't feel bad for Terry.
No, it's Terry's fault.
It's Terry's fault.
Yeah.
He can blame it on FanDuel.
He can say FanDuel made sent me this, and now I lost more money.
Tony, as you say all the time, if he'd have won money, Bryce Harper would have been the greatest guy in the world.
Heck yeah, you don't see anybody.
So would Brittany. Brittany would be the greatest
person. If he'd won money, Bryce Harper would have never sent him anything.
Well, that's true. So I feel bad for Harper, who all of a sudden he's got to defend himself in this when he's just trying to send a message to a fan
Bryce Harper,
because he's getting paid to do that.
It ain't
all right,
him.
Is there going to be a strike next year? Scooter says yes.
Yes.
And I say, have we learned nothing? Now, Major League Baseball wants a salary cap. I don't blame them.
Never going to happen.
I don't blame them. But it's like putting the toothpaste back in the tube, Scooter. It's impossible. The NFL somehow figured out a way to get it. NBA has it. And and Major League Baseball is saying, we have to have this or we are going to go out of business here. Now, that's dramatic because they're not. But the players don't want to hear it. And the All-Stars almost all were asked about it this week. And they all say, we don't want a salary cap. And there's plenty of time. There's plenty of leeway here. We're going to get this settled. That's what they said in 1994. Remember that? Remember when your Montreal Expos had the best record in baseball, but they couldn't play in the playoffs because the season was canceled?
And then eventually they all
sorry, Middletown Mo. And then 1995, they miss the first month of the season before this gets settled. There's no World Series in 94. And I remember as a baseball fan and a young baseball fan back then, I was just insulted that these multimillionaires, and they were probably just millionaires back then, but that these millionaires and these greedy owners could not get together to save the game of baseball.
Well,
this is now going to happen again, Tony.
Yeah, and the first time around, they lost tons of fans. I mean, people who were just borderline fans no longer wanted to go to games.
No, nobody wanted to go to games.
And one of the problems with this is the Dodgers, the Yankees, and the teams with a lot of money, because they've paid these guys outrageous salaries because they can.
Yeah.
And the Cincinnati Reds and the Brewers and those
pay the luxury tax, and it doesn't bother them.
They've got to have something where there's not a luxury tax, and they can only pay so much money.
The Dodgers the Mets, who are in last place, but they do pay a lot of money.
Did you hear about Soto? What would happen if they had a salary cap?
Go ahead.
So he's got his 15-year deal, $765 million. Under the new proposal that the MLB wants to do, he would get 6 years, $265. So he's losing $500 million.
Well, I think
that's why it won't pass.
Well, now here's the only thing that could make it pass. You grandfather in these salaries these guys already have.
Okay, I can see that.
And you say
they can't take.
We're not taking anything away from Juan Soto, but the next contract that comes up for somebody, that's when this is going to start. Any contract anybody has right now, they're getting paid. You have to say that as the owners.
Well, and my issue is
to have
this
a chance
thing,
at this, but I understand why the players don't want it.
My issue is, and as a Reds fan, this doesn't really make sense, but you got a payroll floor of $171 million is what they're wanting to pass. So that's telling all the small market teams that you have to go out and spend $171 million. Are they all in a spot to be able to do that? Probably not.
If they don't, though, Scooter, they're even less competitive.
Yeah,
that's the problem. You have to have a minimum salary, team salary number, because the A's, for example, back when Charlie Finley was, he could have said, "We're not paying anybody. We'll have a double-A team out there." He didn't care. He was trying to make money on concessions and ticket sales, and that
was a different world.
And he didn't want to pass it on to the players. And there could be an owner that does that now.
But why
Castellini at Cincinnati could be that.
But why are we forcing teams to spend more? That's the one thing I don't really understand.
Well, we're forcing teams to have a minimum salary. That's what you're forcing teams to do. Basically, you're telling them this is minimum wage. And you got to pay minimum wage.
Well, as it stands now, so 245.3 would be the cap, and then 171.2 is the floor. That's not a lot in between.
That's more than you think.
I don't know
$80 million.
I don't know how plausible it is for everybody in the league to be in that bracket.
But there's some teams are going to pay a lot more than that and get away with it. Look at Shohei's contract.
Yeah,
the Dodgers are getting away with paying him $2 million a year right now.
Because it's
deferred,
so far.
and they're going to have to. It's going to catch up with them at the end. But is it?
Now, once he retires, let's say this passes,
he's going to be the next Bobby Bonilla.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But is that now everything they've got to pay him moving forward after he retires? Is that going to affect their salary cap?
That's what the people in charge have to figure out. I don't know.
They're trying to make the game more competitive, but
they are. And the Dodgers don't want it. The Mets don't want it. The Yankees don't want it. The Phillies probably don't want it. I'm leaving teams out here.
Yeah,
but the Cubs don't want it because
the major markets have all the money.
You want to be one of the 10 teams that can win it, and you don't want to be one of the 30 teams that can win it.
Right.
If Pittsburgh and Cincinnati and Minnesota are allowed to compete at the same level as you, that cuts down on your chances of winning titles. And that's not what the Dodgers want.
But that's what they've done in the NFL, and that's what they want.
And that's why the NFL's great.
Yes.
Anybody, any year can be good.
Yes, they can catch back up.
You never know who's going to miss the playoffs that was in the playoffs the year before. Every year, I've mentioned this before, if you look back, 6 new teams make the playoffs in the NFL every year that didn't make it the year before.
Yeah.
And 6 on average. And 6 are left out.
And that's what Major League Baseball would like. But the Players Association and the players that are making all the money,
they don't want anything
to do with it.
They don't want anything to change because they've got it made.
Greedy millionaires.
But the owners are greedy too.
Yeah.
And
they are.
And the problem is if you remember, baseball had a real lack of direction and a lack of fan interaction after that strike until Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire had the home run.
That did bring people
contest, and it brought people back to baseball because there's these 2 guys both fighting to hit 60 home runs, beat Roger Maris's record of 61. Who's going to get there first? They liked each other. They pulled for each other. They did press conferences, and people came back and said, you know what? Baseball's great again. This is great. They can ruin it again this fall. They can just ruin it again. And I hate to say it, I think we're heading that way. All right, the lineups are out for tonight. Have you seen these yet, Tony?
Nope.
All right, here's your American League lineup. Mike Trout's going to lead off and play center field.
He's a Philly guy.
He is a Philly guy. They love him in Philly. If he ever does leave the Angels, which he's acting like he never will, why would you? They're paying him $1 billion.
He would go to Philadelphia.
He would go to
if he could get that
Philadelphia,
done.
and he would be a great tail end of his career guy in Philadelphia. So they're letting him lead off because he's a Philly guy. He's been injured most of the year, having a decent year, but again, he's voted in here by the fans. Yordan Alvarez of the Astros, underrated, believe it or not, is hitting second. He's DHing. Shea Langoliers of the A's.
That's an interesting one.
I've watched some A's baseball. He's really good. Junior Caminero of the Rays will hit fourth, play third base. Bobby Witt Jr.
I'll watch because Bobby Witt Jr. is playing.
Watch, because if he hits in the gap, hits one in the gap, it's so exciting. Cody Bellinger of the Yankees will hit sixth. Riley Green of the Tigers, seventh. Ben Rice of the Yankees, eighth. By the way, Ben, 7 homers last night, the fewest in the home run derby.
His dad was pitching to him, too. He said he dreamt about that growing up.
But it doesn't matter. My dad's pitching to him. Ernie Clement of the Blue Jays will bat ninth, and then Dylan Cease, Tony, gets the start on the mound for the Blue Jays.
It's a surprising one, but there's some infestation in here.
Something going on in here. Let's go to the M&M Cartage hotline and bring in the Buzz Man. What's up, Buzz?
You guys really just got me to thinking, talking about the strike originally, and it impacted me directly. I had a 6-seat box from my company that I had reserved for Father's Day of the strike here and didn't wind up not being able to go. But you talked about what brought the fans back to baseball, and it was the Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa home run
Cal Ripken, too.
deal.
Yeah.
And which is true. And does it show how hypocritical baseball is what brought the fans back?
Steroids.
Allow those guys into the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I was thinking that while we were talking about it too, Bud.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I think they'll eventually get in. There will be a Veterans Committee or a committee named just for these guys, Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, all these guys, and I think they'll eventually get in because we're a society that just forgets. We forget that those guys cheated.
Plus, they were great before.
And they
then.
were great players. They were great players. Now, were they enhanced? Absolutely. I still think it doesn't mean you can hit a fastball. It just means when you do hit it, it's going to go a little further.
Exactly.
That's all. It's still the hardest thing in sports to do is to hit a fastball.
Is that what you did, Buzz, back in your softball days?
Buzz could only hit changeups.
For sure. I saw a documentary just over the weekend about something called the enhanced games that are coming up, and they're encouraging the athletes that are going to compete to
juice up,
go through this testing and artificial upgrades and stuff. And that ought to be interesting to see how they perform.
That actually, I think, already happened, Buzz, and they only set one world record. Pretty embarrassing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Did anybody die of a heart attack while they were?
Spoiler alert.
Did you watch the weightlifting scooter? I bet it was awesome.
I did not know.
But going back to this, it really baseball was, against the ropes and taking a beating.
Yes.
Until these guys, and so to just arbitrate. You look, and I know different reasons, but you've got the all-time leader in hits and the all-time home run leader who can't get into the Hall of Fame. On a sport that prides itself on statistics.
Well, Pete's different. Pete's different because, the gambling thing.
He got in, didn't he get in?
No, Pete's not in the Hall of Fame.
He's got some stuff in there.
He will be. They all have exhibits in the Hall of Fame. They're just not members with a bust and all that in the Hall of Fame. A plaque. They don't have a plaque.
And he's in the Reds Hall of Fame because I was there when they inducted
the
him.
Cooperstown, I've been there. It's a history of the game. Now, there is a floor for actual Hall of Fame members, but as far as the game itself, Pete Rose has an exhibit. They all have exhibits in there. They're just not Hall of Fame members because it's about the history of the game there.
I just wanted to thank you guys because it takes a lot to get me thinking anymore. I usually get a headache when I think, and you guys have me thinking.
I don't want to say that.
We don't believe that, Buzz. You're still working. You're still out there, man, running the streets.
No, I absolutely believe it.
I believe it, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, have a good one.
Have a great one, Buzz. There he goes, flying out of here.
And I did forget, Cal Ripken Jr.'s chase for the Ironman streak also helped bring fans back to baseball as well.
He was there last night.
He was there last night. Well, that's Baltimore, right down the street from Philly. All right, National League starters. Kyle Schwarber will lead off in DH. which is great.
Still cracks me up. He's a leadoff hitter.
He'll put his beer down and say, I got to go hit a dinger real quick.
He's playing on my softball team tonight.
Would he be a great softball? He wouldn't be a great softball player because all he'd do would be hit home runs.
He couldn't have a field big enough.
Walk back to the
he'd
dugout
hit him
and
out
get
in the
his
parking
beer.
lot every time up and walk back.
Juan Soto of the last place Mets batting second in left field. Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers hitting third. C.J. Abrams.
C.J. Abrams hitting fourth, and Langalier's hitting third.
James Wood, I can't believe is not. He's in the he's an all-star,
he's an all-star,
but he didn't get voted in. C.J. Abrams of the Nationals. He playing shortstop and hitting fourth. Max Muncy of the Dodgers at third, hitting fifth. Ozzie Albies of the Braves hitting sixth. Seventh, Brandon Marsh will get a big ovation from the Philadelphia crowd.
Got the long, wet hair all the time.
Why is it always wet?
I don't know. He's got something on it to keep it wet.
He's got to come in the dugout between innings and just pour water over it or something.
He's got something in there.
Is he going to shave? Is he going to get cleaned up for this?
No way, man.
Andy Pajes of the Dodgers hits eighth. That's a hell of an eight hitter. Andy Pajes.
This year.
And Drake Baldwin of the Braves, catcher, hitting ninth, and the pitcher, Phillies, Christopher
Here's
Sanchez.
my question to you.
Yep.
When you look at the National League lineup,
National League is favored, by the way.
You see Schwarber, Soto, and Freeman, and then you look at the rest of them for an all-star team.
Well,
if you're the average fan, you don't even hardly know any of these guys, John.
But do you know Riley Green, if you're an Irish fan? Do you know Ben Rice?
No, I could have went to them, too.
Do you know Ernie Clement?
No, you don't know Langolier.
And I mentioned Langolier.
Unless you've been watching, or Alvarez. But I'm looking at the National League. When you go past the first three and they're an average baseball fan that doesn't watch a lot, they're like, who are these guys?
Yeah, I agree. But they're having most of them are having great years.
I'm not disagreeing.
If you
with
don't
that.
know the name, that means they're having great years.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, the National League is minus 134, Scooter.
You betting?
American League is plus 113, and the over-under is 8 tonight.
He's going over.
Going to do a little wager?
No.
Did you end up betting home run derby last night?
I did not. I would have bet Caminero.
Good for you.
That's who I would have bet. But I almost texted you to bet Caminero because I started having an itch. I started shaking a little bit. I will bet soccer today, but no, I'm not betting the All-Star game. All right, we'll take a break. What do you think? We'll take a break, come back. Open Championship tee times are out. We'll talk about the World Cup as well. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big Act. Welcome back. Spears on Sports. M&M Cartage, John, Tony, Scooter. Final segment on this Tuesday.
Yeah.
M&M Cartage hotline's closed.
Shut it down.
Gameday Men's Health text line still open, 502-414-1450.
Keep it open.
After that riveting first two segments, Scooter, any text to the show?
Yeah, we've got several in here. Patrick Murphy says, my car is running better than it did on early Saturday. I got a flat tire early in the morning on the interstate in the pouring rain. There was no way to get a tow or waiting on the highway. Luckily, I bought a new one, so I'm all good.
Welcome to the new show, Patrick Murphy's Life.
Patrick Murphy. He also says, I like the new home run derby format. Do you think anyone will reach 51 home runs in a round again?
No chance.
Not with the format they just had.
No chance.
No way.
And you know what? In the semifinals, Jordan Walker could have kept hitting.
Yeah.
He had like 7 swings left when he beat Caminero, who was just sitting over there on a tub going, yeah, I think I'm going to lose.
He was doing it so easy, too. We didn't even really talk about that. He didn't look like there was any stress or anything. He was just hitting.
Well, but he reminds me of Serrano in Major League because don't throw him a curveball. Straight ball, he hit long way.
No, but he's having a really good year.
He
too.
is.
It's just not the home run contest.
Another texter says, are we sure the Cubs don't want a salary cap? The Ricketts aren't spending like they have Scrooge McDuck's money been.
That caller's right, and I've got a lot of problems with my Cubs right now. Although I've been wrong about Pete Crow Armstrong because he started off terrible. He's been unbelievable last month. I still don't like him, but he's been unbelievable last month.
Texter also says the Expos would probably still be playing in a rundown Olympic stadium if the last lockout didn't happen because of the strike.
Yeah, that documentary, if you've ever seen it, is really good about how they just didn't do anything for Montreal Expos.
What a lineup they had, too. With Andre Dawson and Gary Carter, just
Warren Camardi.
Tim Raines,
we can go through them,
Raines,
man. They had great
Al Oliver.
players.
They were unbelievable.
And final text, if it's a lifetime ban, then isn't the ban technically over since Pete Rose is deceased?
Well, is it a lifetime? It is described as a lifetime ban. So, Scooter, you're not wrong. The texter's not wrong there. But I think it's the eternity ban more than a lifetime ban.
I think everybody's lifetime.
All right, let's do a birthday. Once again, second day in a row.
Boo.
Not a good day for the ladies here.
Boo.
I will start with Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She is 41 today. She's in a show that do not let your children watch called Fleabag.
I never watched that.
She's in a couple other popular shows of late. She's in Star Wars. One of the later movies. What do you got, Scooter, for Phoebe Waller-Bridge?
She reminds me a lot of Caitlin Clark.
She's odd looking.
She is. We'll go 2.5.
I called it.
Tony called it. Tony put up 2.5. I don't know how he did it, but he put up 2.5 fingers. I don't know how he did it. Harry Dean Stanton would have been 100 today. Louisville native. One of those character actors who is one of those guys you go, oh, yeah, I know who that is. But if I said Harry Dean Stanton, you wouldn't be able to come up with any movies. He was in the Avengers. He had a small role in that. He's been in everything. But Harry Dean Stanton would have been 100 today. And Louisville native. Matthew Fox. Tony, did you watch Lost back when it was on?
Nope.
Scooter?
Nope.
Okay, me neither. But Matthew Fox was in Lost. He was also in We Are Marshall as the coach that didn't get on the plane and then wanted to quit, and Matthew McConaughey kind of got him to help coach anyway. Matthew Fox is 60 today. Jane Lynch.
Oh, God. If that's who I think.
She was in Glee, the TV show. She was in 40-Year-Old Virgin. She had a great role in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I think she's hilarious.
Have y'all ever seen Role Model?
She's a comedian. She also hosts game shows. Role Model, yes.
Her role in Role Models was
fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah. Who's in that? Sean William Scott's in that?
Yep.
Paul Rudd?
Yep.
Is that right?
She's got one of the greatest lines in a movie ever in the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
And we can't say it.
I know it. Something about a buddy.
Yeah, something about being a buddy, being a friend. Jane Lynch is 66 today, Scooter.
1.5.
Right? I think she's better than 1.5.
She does nothing for me.
Right. Well,
she's
plays.
old now.
Scooter, she plays for the other team, right?
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with that.
I think the number should go up when they play for another team, personally.
That's what Phoenix Hill Richard would tell you.
All right, Tony. Jackie Earl Haley.
Earl Haley?
Jackie Earl Haley.
Jackie.
It's a guy. Jackie Earl Haley. You don't know who that is?
No.
How about Kelly Leak from Bad News Bears? When he was a kid, and Dukes in
in semi-pro.
Semi-pro.
He gets the check.
The big check. He hits the shot from 3/4 court, and of course, semi-pro. Jackie Moon doesn't have any money to pay him, so he gives him one of those big. And nobody will cash. Hey, Jackie, nobody will cash this big cardboard check you gave me.
Yeah, he gave him the big check.
And he also Academy Award for a movie that I've never seen. But Jackie Earl Haley is 65 today. Vincent Pastore, you know who that is?
No.
He played Salvatore, also known as Big Pussy, in The Sopranos.
I would know if I looked it up.
Big
I
dude.
had a little trouble here.
Big dude.
I know who you're talking
Who
about.
should not have lived this long. He's 80 today.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
The
about.
Big 8-0. Sopranos.
Sopranos is what I need
Let
to
me
go
guess,
back and
Scooter,
watch.
you've
again.
never watched The Sopranos.
I've seen The Sopranos.
I need to go back and watch
Not
that.
start to finish, but I've seen episodes.
Then I take it back. Conor McGregor is 38 today.
And
His
get
leg broke?
surgery.
Okay, did you see the injury?
I
It
didn't.
seemed
I
What's the word I'm looking
read
for?
about it. Kind
bad,
of shady.
fishy,
Kind of shady.
shady, non-contact at a UFC. Our guy, I don't know his name, sadly for me, the guy that works in the office across the hall there, was always over there with Jim, said he bought that pay-per-view.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
When?
He was not happy.
This
It
weekend?
was this weekend.
You don't have to buy it. All you got to do
Well,
is get a Paramount subscription.
I think, well, maybe he bought
Well,
a
that's
Paramount
probably what he did,
subscription to
yeah.
get it.
Then it cost him like $13.
Probably less than
But
that for
when
a couple
Conor
months.
McGregor takes a step and then walks away, it looks bad.
Now, I've torn my ACL in a basketball game, coming to a 2-foot stop to jump.
I'm guessing he tore it earlier in the week and said, I'm not losing this money. I'm going to get in the ring, and
I don't
then
know,
I'm going to act
man.
like
It
a fool."
happens.
If you did
It
it earlier in the
happens.
week, though, why would you come out with a flying kick as your first?
He did say today that he is going to honor his last official fight at the next UFC because he wants that money, of course. You got to have that money. So he's got one fight left on his
I
contract.
asked the doctor on mine because it was non-contact. I said, would I have maybe heard it before? And he goes, no, probably not. It just happens.
Yeah. 38
exactly what
today.
he said to me.
Conor McGregor. Harrison Butker, Kansas City kicker, is 31 today.
He kind of lost it a little.
He did, but he
got it back.
a few years ago, he was a good guy to have in your family.
Oh, he was one of the best.
Roosevelt Rosie Greer.
Rosie Greer.
Guess how old Rosie Greer is today? You want to take a shot at that? Former L.A. Ram.
84.
94. Still kicking. Revis Island, Darrell Revis, former Jets cornerback.
Shut down.
You just didn't throw on that side of the field. He's 41 today. Shabazz Napier, it hurts Kentucky fans.
Yep.
Former UConn Huskies, 35 today. Noah Clowney, Alabama Crimson Tide. And who's he play for in the NBA now, Scoots? Brooklyn, I think.
Nets. Yep.
He is 20
Nobody knows if he plays for the Nets.
That's right. He's 22 today. Cub catcher Carson Kelly is 32.
Having a good year.
White Sox announcer and former Baltimore Orioles Cy Young winner
Steve Stone.
Steve Stone is 79 today. Tim Hudson is 51, A's pitcher,
Braves.
but he was one of the members of that A's team of Moneyball that they don't talk about the pitchers in the movie.
How great the pitching
That
staff
pitching
was.
staff was. Tim Hudson, 51 today. Lucas Giolito, I think he's pitching for the, I want to say Padres now.
Isn't it the Red Sox?
No, he's gone from the Red Sox. I think he's a Padre.
He is a Padre.
He's 32 today. And the guy who came out to the mound and halfway out knew he'd made a bad decision when he charged Nolan Ryan. Robin Ventura is 59 today, former White Sox third baseman.
Longest hitting
Nolan Ryan
streak
just
in
put him in a
college
headlock
baseball
and started
history,
punching
didn't
him in the face.
Didn't Ventura
College
have the
baseball,
longest?
82, I think.
I don't remember what it was, but it's the longest hitting streak in college baseball. history.
But I remember Nolan Ryan put him in a headlock and just started punching him in the head.
Did you see when they showed Bonds last night? They put Bonds on the spot about him charging the mound. Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, who did he charge? I can't remember who he charged. Hit him in the leg, and they knew it was coming. He goes, I've never did that before. They set him up, and he goes, I just had a bad feeling in my mind when I went up there, and then he hit me, and I just took off after him.
Well, at some point, sometimes you have to. I did see somebody got hit on the hand this week. Blaze Alexander for the Orioles got hit by a pitch on the hand, and he wanted some of the pitcher. Well, he had a broken hand.
His name's Blaze.
That's one of the greatest names in baseball history. I was just getting ready to say it. He was with the Diamondbacks, and then he got traded.
He was having a good year, too, for Baltimore, and broke his hand. So there you go. That happens. Open Championship, the tee time that intrigues me, Tony, 4:58 a.m. on Thursday.
You'll be up.
Scotty Scheffler, Tyrrell Hatton, Bryson DeChambeau.
Cool.
I want to watch that threesome because Scheffler is going to be great. Hatton's going to break a club over somebody's head, probably DeChambeau's head. And DeChambeau's going to be DeChambeau. So the tee times are out. By the way, the first couple rounds, Peacock.
Hell yeah. Tony can't watch.
I ain't watching. I'm
Or
ahead.
NBC Sports Network or Peacock.
I will do something else, but I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I don't blame you. France and Spain today on Fox, 3 o'clock. Here's what, by the way, the World Cup is already talking about this. FIFA's going to do it.
64.
They're going to expand to 64.
Which makes the round of 32 make so much more sense.
But why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right? Why wouldn't you expand to 64? It's a great number. The NCAA basketball should have kept it there, and you got nobody gets a bye.
You don't think that waters it down some?
Well, it waters it down, but you get 16 more countries that get to play.
Well, and you don't get third-place teams advancing.
And I think that's great. Because
the quality will be better.
Here's what happened. Cape Verde made this an okay thing to do because they won a game. They tied a really good
Is
team.
it about money or is it about
everything's about money.
That's what I'm saying. They get more people.
Everything's about money.
Yep.
But I think it's a good change because you're going to get more countries involved, and that, to me, that's a good thing.
And nobody lost in Major League Baseball yesterday.
Nobody lost. Nobody will lose tonight except maybe the American League. Back at it tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Matt Dennison is next. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big A.